mid-sized pieces. My name's Miss A, and today we'll be talking about how to tell your interviewer you've been fired. With that being said, let's get started, shall we? No matter how you slice it, whether it's justified or not, being fired and then explaining that to a potential employer in an interview can be a very difficult experience. So in today's classroom discussion, I hope to give you some advice that will help you go about doing so successfully. The first thing you need to remember prior to going into your interview is that you're an employable person with an employable skill set. So no matter what happened in the past, that's your past. It doesn't have to define your present, and it won't define your future, especially if you don't allow it to. So you need to go in with a positive mindset, remembering this, and hopefully it will shine through with everything I'm going to tell you on how to answer this question, on why were you fired. The first thing to do is remain positive and calm while answering the question. And that might be a little difficult, especially if you feel like you were wronged in a situation where you were fired. But you really must try, because it does reflect on how the interviewer will receive the answer that you give them. Now let's talk about what you're going to say. It's important to be honest but brief. Explaining why you were fired shouldn't take you any more than 5 minutes. And if you have to, you should practice exactly what you're going to say. Because in a situation where we might feel still attached emotionally to it, it's probable that we will ramble off a lot of details that are unnecessary and will leave your interviewer to interpret you and or the situation in multiple ways. Too few details, and they might think that you're hiding something. And you don't want them to stay stuck on the blemish on your resume. And the only way you really want them to interpret you in that situation is as a fair and honest candidate who may have had an oops in their employment, justified or not, and now you're here and you're still employable and ready to work. Now that you've explained why you were let go, it's important to move the conversation from a negative into a positive by sharing with your interviewer your takeaways from that situation. In other words, you want to explain to them maybe what you've learned about the situation, people, or your employer, what you would have probably done differently that would have led to a different result. Or even if you wouldn't have changed anything, you want to state that, but say it in a way that doesn't sound arrogant. I wouldn't change anything about the situation because I feel like I handled myself the best way I could with the utmost dignity, and I respected everyone involved. Something of that nature. Definitely ending on a positive, reflective note that puts you as someone who can objectively look at a situation and still turn a negative into a positive, and in which you would use toward your future employment situation, should it be with them or with anyone else. Well, that's it for today. Just some advice on how to tell your interviewer why you were fired. Thank you for attending class. Go ahead and do your homework by subscribing to this channel, commenting, and thumbs up at this video. My name is Miss A, and until next time, remember, you must be this tall to pay bills.